Growing up as a football fan, I'm sure you're always asked, are you team Messi or are you team Messi? But these days, the debate about who the true greatest of all time is slowing down due to a number of new rising stars making a name for themselves, and, as much as we hate to admit it, with the inevitable aging of both Ronaldo and Messi, the performances seem to be slowing down. Messi, aka Mr. Barcelona, was forced to leave Barcelona this summer due to financial issues at the club. Messi tried to do everything in the world to stay and even offered to play for a really low wage, but La Liga's strict financial rules made it impossible. So, after a super emotional press conference and a heartfelt farewell, he parted ways with the Catalan club and moved to Paris with his wife and 3 sons. Also, have you seen his kids tackle? I'd be concerned having them in the streets of Paris, bro. They're gonna get red carded from society. Anyways, Paris Saint-Germain had a ridiculous summer as they signed the likes of Hakimi, Donnarumma, Sergio Ramos, Nuno Mendes and Leo Messi. Yeah, they really did build an all-star team, and for the right reasons. Expectations at the club were at an all-time high. People couldn't wait to see the attacking trio of MNM, Messi, Neymar and Mbappe, and also were intrigued to watch Messi play for a different badge for once. However, Messi's first few performances at PSG were, well, let's say, below the expectations of the fans and the general public. On his debut, Messi came on as a second half sub and was unable to really get into the game and cause the impact that he would have liked. Subpar performances by Messi were frequent in his second game, where he played 76 minutes and failed to get any goal involvements yet again. In fact, Messi struggled to even get an assist until game week 14. It was only last week when Messi scored his first league goal after playing 9 games. Yeah, you heard that right, 1 goal in 9 games for Messi in the league. Despite Messi's record being a lot better in the Champions League for PSG, it still does make us wonder, why is the GOAT struggling so much at PSG? The entire football world had expected him to cruise through in the alleged Farmers League, padding his statistics to finally prove to the Cristiano Ronaldo fanboys that he was indeed the greatest of all time. Now let's take a look at the reasons. One large reason has to do with the difference in football between France and Spain. A player with the caliber of Lionel Messi is able to quickly identify what the problems are following the spell of bad performances. He did just this, so when he reflected on his bad start with PSG with magazine company Sport, Messi claimed that players in France were strong and fast, which made the football being played a lot more physical with a lot of back and forth movements. In Spain, however, the football that gets played is more possession based and is what Messi's been used to for, well, his whole life.
What is this?
Therefore, the media and the fans who expected him to instantly prove himself in League One without giving him adequate time to adapt may be partially the reason this issue is portrayed to be as big as it is. Another difference between France and Spain that Messi has openly spoken about is the weather. The Argentinian has been used to a warm Spanish climate and has not yet properly been exposed to the cold weather that is notorious in Paris. I guess for now, until he adapts to this weather, it does answer the question of could he do it on a cold rainy night in Stoke. Tactically speaking, Messi is also struggling under his fellow Argentine manager Mauricio Pochettino's management. Pochettino is known for his extreme high-press tactics, which allow his team to maintain high possession, which can then be turned into attractive attacking football that builds from the back. These tactics were what allowed his Tottenham side to almost win the Prem and almost win the 2019-2020 Champions League. Can you tell that my friend who's a Spurs supporter wrote this script? I don't know if it's that obvious, but I think it might be now. Anyways, Pochettino's system requires all players of his team to be at top match fitness and willing to give it all in order for the high and intense press to work. This style of play, unfortunately, isn't really down Leo's alley. Messi, in recent years, has adapted to his play style as a more reserved role where he walks around the pitch when his team is not in possession and springs to attack once they are in hold of the ball. At Barcelona, this was accepted because of how the team was structured around him. However, at PSG, Pochettino views Messi as one player out of 11 on the pitch, demanding him to work more than he has done in the past few years at Barca. On top of this, Pochettino prefers to employ a 4-3-3 position, which requires Messi to sit high and wide on the pitch instead of taking a more freely floating position that he had at his old club, where he would receive the ball deep down the pitch and help create chances and also finish on his own. And we can't overlook the mental side of things. He came back from Copa America with the mentality to turn Barcelona into a Champions League winning team, but that goal was suddenly stripped from him. He had lost his second family, who had given him everything from the age of 13. And although we all know Messi is a top professional, he is still human. The emotional distress, the lack of motivation, and Messi simply being a human being definitely played a role in him massively underperforming at the start of his PSG career. It is sad seeing GOAT struggle, but it looks like the solution for this is time. With time, Lionel Messi should adapt to the physical nature of French football as well as the cold weather and will prove himself in Ligue 1. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe so you can stay up to date with the latest football breakdowns.